What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I do my 10,000 steps today over by the river walk. For those of you that are new along for the ride, I appreciate y'all jumping on. 5,000 by the end of the year. Some say by December. Which will it be? Guess we shall see. While I'm out here stepping, man, I was just thinking about this one situation that I meant to touch on before and didn't get around to. I kind of brought it up in a previous video that I did, but I didn't dive into it much. And that's women claiming God told them to leave their husbands. Man, listen, the streets is powerful, right? When the streets call, a lot of these women, they healed the call, okay? They do not know how to fight off that 304 in them. They are gonna jump out there in the damn streets. I was listening to a woman on a podcast, because that's the thing. These women, they go on podcasts now and they air out their whole relationship. They air out all their 304 chronicles. They seemingly have no shame in their behavior or their bad decisions, and they really take no accountability either. And this case is just no different, where you got a woman talking about, oh, God told her to leave her husband. She said this is a man that she was friends with first. They were friends for 2 years first, or no, what'd she say? I think they were like friends for 2 years, married for 12 or 13, something like that. And she was talking about how it was a beautiful thing. This is a man that was good to her. They didn't argue and fight all the time. You know, this man took care of her. He was not abusive in any way, not emotionally abusive. This is a man that uplifted her. I mean, he literally sounds like, hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. You?
Yes, sir. I'm excellent.
All right, great.
Yeah, this is a guy that, for all intents and purposes, he sounds like the perfect guy. And this is what I meant the other day when I said, sometimes you are just screwed no matter what. You cannot be good enough to her. She is going to find some way to leave you anyway. It's almost like you're punished for being too good to her. She said she was talking to people in the church. She went to counseling. She was just talking to this person and that person and that person and that person and this person and that person and even more people. Lady, why you gotta talk to all these different people? It sound like to me you just want to lead a nigga and you trying really hard to find one person to co-sign it. What I got from that was she already made up in her mind that she was gonna move on from him. But she needs at least one person to co-sign this dumb idea. So she goes and talks to this person. They like, girl, you tripping. She goes talks to that person. They like, girl, this man is perfect. He is everything. Why would you leave him? She goes to another person. Girl, this is literally the man that all women say they want. And you talking about you might possibly leave him? So she goes from this person to that person to that person, talking about she prayed over it. She talked to therapists over it. Therapist probably didn't support her bullshit because she can't report anything bad. The guy was not abusive. The guy was not a deadbeat. The guy was, he was her friend first and all that sort of stuff. I mean, he sound like the perfect guy that all women say they want. And this is why I say I don't really pay attention to anything that women say. I pay attention to what they respond to. Because more often than not, all that, sunshines and rainbow stuff, all that romance novel, corny stuff, they don't really want that when they get it. It really is true about the nice guys finishing last, because this sounds like a really great dude, and look how he got left for basically being too good for her. So she says she wondering, why would God tell me this ain't my husband? Because God apparently told her the reason why you feel this way, like you're holding something back from him, because these were her words. She said she felt like she was holding back something from him that she could never give him. And God told her the reason why that was is because this husband. Well, why would God tell me that this isn't my husband? I prayed for this man. Why would he tell me that? Because God ain't tell you that shit, man. You want to be for the streets, and this is a lot of times what women do. They in a monogamous relationship for a long time, and they start to get that itch to go out there and be a 304. They want to go out there and get, back shots from God knows who, and then expect the guy to still love them and want them behind it, and that's just never gonna happen. If you leave a guy when he was nothing but good to you, his sin is that he was too good to you. Do not think that you could ever go back to that guy. Don't think so, because once you done opened your legs for another dude, he's going to be over you. I'm telling you. He will never look at you the same. I'm telling you. Once you open your legs for another dude, that last guy will never look at you the same. He may still care about you. He may even still love you. But he's never going to have the same desire for you that he once did, because he now thinks if he does anything with you physical, he's now having to smash you behind some other dude. And no dude wants to smash his own wife at sloppy seconds behind another guy. So you got to be careful about jumping out here into these streets with this 304 behavior. There's going to be a lot of lonely cat women in the future because of the way y'all moving right now. This whole thing of convincing yourself that you deserve better, you're going to get better, the guy isn't good enough. The guy who is literally giving his all to you, who has elevated you, who has been good to you, he's honestly one of them dudes in the Tyler Perry movies that we always laugh at. You know how the Tyler Perry movie always got this perfect dude, they got the abusive husband, and then some perfect dude like Shamar Moore shows up and, is with her happily ever after, talking about, oh, I'll buy your feminine care products for you and all that. He sounded like he was one of those. Unfortunately, he was one of those. And for that, what is he getting? He's getting his wife leaving him for no reason. She going as far as to fabricate. She never accused him of being neglectful, said he was none of that stuff. The guy was perfect. And because he's so good, because he's so perfect, what he gets in return is his wife not only leaving him, but going on a podcast, having to now come up with a really dumb reason for why she did leave, and she can't come up with anything very good, so she's going with, oh, God told me, which I'm sorry, that just doesn't wash. And when I listen to women talk to other women, it's really fascinating to me how women really don't hold other women accountable, because you got her sitting up here on your podcast saying some really goofy stuff, and you not giving her any pushback. She like, wow, and all that. It ain't no wow. I mean, I'm surprised you're not looking at her like, sis, did you really just sit up here and told me that you had the perfect husband? Literally the very guy that all sisters say they want. You had that man. You managed to lock up that type of man. He put a ring on it, and you left him on some God told me to leave him sort of stuff. That's just crazy, man. Listen, y'all. God's not telling anybody to leave nobody. Everything is on you. That no accountability stuff don't work. Bottom line is, his wife, she was bored in the relationship. The relationship was too perfect. She needed some drama. Some women need some drama. They need those extreme highs and extreme lows. She needed some drama. He was too stable for her. She probably was used to dealing with some toxic dudes before him. They were friends because he was the nice guy that she friend zoned. She finally decided to give the nice guy a try. The guy was everything that she needed, but that's not what she really wanted. She really wanted those super highs and super lows, because women are very emotional. They like their emotions to be engaged. Those super highs and super lows are thrilling for them. I know this sounds crazy, but this is just feminine nature. She want them super highs and super lows, and she got them from exes. I mean, all this is that she's leaving the boring, stable guy to go be with that more exciting ex or another guy similar to him. And down the line, she's going to realize what a mistake that she made. She's going to want her ex-husband back. She didn't say anything about any kids, so I don't know if they have any or not. But after she didn't went out here and opened her legs up, took back shots from these different dudes because she decided to leave him because God told her to, he's likely not going to take her back. So if you are a guy and this message is reaching you and you are in a similar situation to this, it's some woman who you love and she broke your heart, she left you because God told her to, or you guys are just two different people, or whatever silly thing she comes up with, accept it and move on. I know it may hurt. I know it right now, it cuts like a knife, but you're gonna have to get over it and move on, because if she left you like this once, she will leave you like this again. So under no circumstances should you take her back. I know that sounds easier said than done, but trust me, it can be done. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Whoever needs to hear this, I hope it lands. Thank you again for all y'all, the new folks that have jumped on. Windy out here in the Motor Stamp City. All right, I'm gonna get going back to stepping, y'all. Peace.